Things don't always turn out according to plan.
Garmin didn't work.
I almost crashed my M2 today, chasing a lap time that didn't even matter. And it taught me one of the most important lessons about business and fitness and life that I wish I learned a few years ago. My name is Andrew Chow. I run a 7-figure fitness coaching business. I'm 5 weeks out from a national bodybuilding competition, trying to redeem myself after I bombed my show 2 years ago. But let me first catch up on what's been happening. This is the first time back at the track after 8 months. The car's gone through this massive transformation, new suspension, new wing, new everything. I've been waiting for this day, visualizing hitting this 1 minute 32 lap that's been taunting me since my last session. Here's what I didn't expect. Ended up literally 50 centimeters away from destroying everything because I was chasing the wrong thing entirely. And by the end of this video, you're gonna understand why focusing on results instead, the process is going to sabotage everything that you're building, how ego lifting in the gym is exactly the same as ego driving on the track, and why patience might be the most underrated skills for success.
The morning actually started off really well. It was beautiful. We had good vibes. There was just this frosty mist. It was like it came out of the movie. When we were driving on the way there, we drove past the BMW dealership that I walked past every single day when I worked at the bank. My income during that time was literally half the value of the car. There was no way I'd be able to buy it on that salary. I was earning maybe 50 a year. The car was 100, and I told myself that I'd be able to buy it one day. And in 2021, we made it happen. Over the last few years, I started taking it to the track last year. There's a lot of anticipation. I've been waiting for this day. Perfect weather, great track conditions. I had to cancel a few months ago because it was raining. On the way there, because we were doing the move, I didn't know where my GoPro was. And we had to go back to the old house to check, only to done goof. Nothing was there at all. We had hopes that maybe it might be in the car because we brought the box that had all the stuff from my last track day. And that's the only place that I could think that it will be. It was in none of the boxes at our current place right now or our old place. So let's see if we can actually find it. Hey John, I was actually gonna give you a buzz. I just got home. I realized the transponder just now. Do you have an address that I can send this back to? I'll send the tracking as well. Amazing, thanks John. We realized on the way home that we forgot to hand back timing transponder, and apparently they go for like $900. So it turns out we don't have the GoPro, no idea where it is. However, we can still use the Garmin camera. So we set up the Garmin, had this stick that attaches to the center console, and you can attach the Garmin to it. And the last time I went, the camera points downwards, and so all it recorded was just the dash. You couldn't even see the road at all. And so I kept fiddling with it before I went on track, and I snapped it. Really unfortunate. Getting ready for session number 1 today. It's really just about staying focused. That was a sick session. My optimal is 132.8. I think I can get a 132.8, which will be 1.5 second PB. I think the wing definitely makes a huge difference. The suspension, the tires, it's a combination of everything, but I felt really comfortable coming onto the track today. So I was chasing Min in a Porsche, a bit of an adrenaline rush. So it keeps the pace. First session, we're gonna take a bit of a break, get some steps in, try to get some water in.
Here's what really this represents. You just saw my Garmin snap and my GoPro go missing. It's the danger of becoming dependent on these tools instead of developing actual skill. I realized I had a massive dependency on the Garmin, and without it giving me live feedback, I started to panic. And it's like going to the gym and not having the weightlifting belt and feeling like you're not gonna be as strong. If you do that every single session, you're never gonna build your core strength. Kind of reinforce my learning, the tools versus fundamentals. Like tools can always help, you can always accelerate your progress, but it also creates a dependency, but it can't replace the foundation. Now in business, it's the exact same. People chase the latest software, the latest trends, the latest strategy, but if you don't have the fundamentals locked down, there's no tools in the world that will actually save you. The same principles apply to fitness. You can have the best supplements, the latest diet fads, newest workout, newest research, but if you don't understand the fundamentals, form, consistency, progressive overload, those are the 3 main pillars that can get you all the results that you need. You're never gonna be able to reach your full potential. You're gonna jump from one thing to another.
Because we need to attach the camera. Probably just stick it at the back of the mirror.
Well, was it working previously then?
Yeah, because we pressed start, then we disconnected it.
I love track days. As humans, we are programmed to evolve and get better. So I've
really enjoying my evolution, learning how to drive the car, and ever since I took it to the track, I love the car so much more. It's actually taught me to respect the car, number one. Number two, it takes me to my limit, it takes the car to the limit, and you bond through it, and you really appreciate what the car is capable of. From the first time I took this last year, just the engineering masterpiece from Germany and being able to modify it. Each modification represents a chapter of my life, so it's not just about throwing money at it and trying to get the best time, but evolve along with it. Like playing Need for Speed, you unlock missions, then you unlock parts, and then you experience it, and you upgrade it over time. Beautiful Hang has prepared this early in the morning. Props to her. She woke up really early, at 2:30 in the morning, to prepare my meals for me today. So very grateful. Camera eats first.
And boom. Second session, just focus on learning the car, being as smooth as possible, trying to be as safe as possible, and ended up hitting a PB on the third or the fourth lap. And that was the only hot lap I had. There was a lot of traffic, absolutely over the moon. I'm just happy that I beat what I did last time. The car's actually capable of so much more, so being able to PB only did it justice. That for me was a win in the books. And previous track days, as soon as I hit a PB, I'm pretty happy to go home. Just bank wins. You know, I kind of learned when I used to play poker, sometimes you're up and you know you should go home, and you stay a little bit longer and you end up losing it all. And that's what I was afraid of. And that leads us into the third, also the last session. Normally there's 6 sessions, but this ended up being our last session.
This is it.
Just out here to have fun.
I made the hardest decision of the day. Sitting here waiting for the tow truck 50 centimeters away from a wall, I could have destroyed everything, tens of thousands of dollars I spent on the car. I'm realizing the most valuable lesson I could have learned today. Now this is what happens when my ego takes over. I knew based on the Garmin what my optimal time was. I knew the car was capable of it, but I just wasn't ready. I wasn't where I needed to be able to push the car and its limits safely. I was in no position to be chasing lap times. Just like if you're coming into the gym, you shouldn't be chasing PBs. You're just building the form and the technique. And here's what I wish someone had told me earlier. Patience isn't passive, it's strategic. Knowing when to push and when to pull back is what separates professionals from the amateurs. In business, I see entrepreneurs destroy their companies chasing revenue, numbers that they're not ready for. They scale too fast, hire too quickly, and things implode and things break. They spend too much on ads, all because they're focused on the outcome instead of building the foundation. In fitness, people ego lift and get injured because they're chasing numbers instead of respecting the process. They want to bench 315 before they can properly bench 225. The track taught me something profound today. Respect the process. Manage your ego. Learn patience. Success is guaranteed. It's just a combination of duration and commitment.
And we are done for the day. You know, I actually think this is a good outcome. All the other guys were like, oh, you know, just because this happens doesn't mean that you give up. It's not giving up. You set conditions, parameters before you go, and when those conditions are met, you have to execute on it. And it's the same if you day trade. These are the things that carry some kind of risk to it, but it's all about risk management and how you make decisions. And when you're making decisions on the spot, they're considered emotional decisions. Right now, I think I'm just too emotionally attached to a number or a time. You know, coming into this, really just learning the car, first 2 sessions, just really figuring out the bearings, and there's so many changes since the last time. And then on that 3rd session, that's when I felt like it's now or never. It was quiet, I was first in line, getting onto the track. I started noticing the Garmin catalyst more, as opposed to the driving itself. And then once I started the drive, I really started to push its limits. When in reality, my skill level isn't where I should be pushing limits. My skill level should still be learning the car and being smooth. And I think the fact that 132 optimal has been teasing me since the last time I'm on track. I just need to ride it out a little bit. When I take time away, it allows me to refocus, re-strategize, and execute patience.
Today, even after almost crashing it, even after ending the day early, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I have the car in its current condition, that I have the means to be able to see the car evolve and be able to modify the car the way that I had dreamed. If any of you guys remember playing Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2, pimping out your car, personalizing it, and being able to make it your own, that's how I want to live my life. I want to just unlock new missions, unlock new parts, and build my car. That's the thing for me that makes me happy. And I think in life, you should have this one pill in your life that there are no expenses spared, because it's the one thing that gives you happiness and fulfillment. I think the issue is when people want too many things. They want clothes, they want cars, they want house, they want jewelry, status, they want everything. Just choose one thing, just one thing. And when you have that one thing, you find that you don't need anything else. But I was grateful. I was grateful for the opportunity to be even at the track after losing my license for 6 months. Grateful for the lesson that could have cost me everything, but instead it taught me everything.
Town, you want some of this? Yeah, Buddha sauce. You guys know it. You guys have been watching. But how was your day?
It was good. How was your day? Is Harry still here?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, hello.
The day ended early.
Ended early?
Yeah, no bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Gratitude in life and in business, it's not about being satisfied with where you are. It's about appreciating how far you've come while still being able to push forward towards what's possible. Most people either live their life in the past wishing things were different. They live in the future. I can't wait for this moment. I can't wait for that moment. They forget to appreciate being present. But gratitude keeps you grounded in reality while still allowing you to dream big. You heard me talk about each car modification representing a chapter of my life and my business. But this isn't just about throwing money at parts. It's about evolution and systems thinking. Every upgrade I make to this car parallels an upgrade that I make to my business or my life. The suspension represents building better foundations. The wing represents optimizing the performance, and the engine represents investing in core capabilities. And here's what most people don't understand about success. It's not about one big breakthrough. It's about continuous small improvements that compound each time. Each modification makes the car slightly better. Each system I build makes the business slightly more efficient. And in fitness, it's the same principle. You don't transform overnight. You make small improvements to your nutrition, your training, your recovery, and over time, the small changes create dramatic results. The key is in systems, not events. Don't chase the one big win. Build the foundation that makes winning inevitable. And so here we are, from almost crashing my dream car to learning the most important lesson about success I've ever experienced. Today taught me 3 things that apply to everything you're building. First, focus on the process, not the results. When you chase outcomes, you sabotage the very process that creates those outcomes. Trust the fundamentals. Secondly, manage your ego and learn patience. Knowing when to push and when to pull back is what separates the professionals to the amateurs, and respect you where you are on the journey. Third is gratitude. That's what fuels growth. Appreciate how far you've come while still pushing towards what's possible. Perspective is everything. And that 132 lap time, it's just a number. It's still out there waiting for me, but now I have something to look forward to, and I know how to get it the right way, through patience, through process, and respecting the journey. So if you're building something big, a business, a physique, a skill, and you're frustrated about your progress and where you are, maybe not where you want to be yet, remember this: success is guaranteed for everyone. This is a combination of duration and commitment. Are you able to stay consistent long enough on this journey to experience the fruits of your labor? Manage your ego, trust the process, trust the timeline. What's one area of your life where you've been chasing results instead of trusting the process? Drop it in the comments, because recognizing this is the first step to changing. And if you want to see more of this journey, the business, the bodybuilding, the race car, the track stuff, real lessons behind something meaningful, subscribe, because we're just getting started. I also have a small intake each month for Asian entrepreneurs who want to level up their health and performance, get in shape. We analyze your blood work, set you up a custom training, lifestyle, and nutrition protocol, help you build a better mindset so you can perform better in your health, wealth, and relationships. If that's you, hit the link in the description and let's go. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.